So here we are. The audio is going to be a bit bad on this video, but my end fed half wave runs from the top of that pole there currently down to this fence post right here. Along between the fences to this fence post, and then just a short drop just hanging there. What I want to do is take it from that fence post there along to above the yellow pole there, up into the tree somewhere on this split here. Now the yellow pole is a painter's pole and it's telescopic, but I can already tell that it's not going to reach that, so I have another one indoors. So basically what I do is tape two painter's pole ends to end and hang the equivalent of a painter's hook over there with a pulley in it, and then the cord, the actual antenna, will come back to its current point, but it will all be up in the air and not down onto the fence post here, which was a temporary fix. I've chosen today to do it because although it's -5, there's no snow and the ground's quite solid to walk on, so it's not all mushy. So yeah, on with the show. So I'm going to go indoors now and form up the little painter's hook thing out of some metal that I got from the dollar store. Oh, so I guess what we've got to work out here is this paint roller and this easel stand. The easel stand is going to be easier to bend and probably would do the job. This for sure is the sort of typical thickness of a paint hook or a butcher's hook. It's going to be a lot harder to bend, yeah, for sure. I'm really unsure what to do here, because this you could hang yourself off of this, whereas this will take the stress of the cord. What to do? I guess you'll find out in a minute. I'm just going to use this. This is more than up to the job. So we're going to have to break out a piece. Of course, all my tools. Wife's packed away, so a bit of a problemo. I'm going to go for easy to find things here rather than the ideal tools. Toolbox. Oh, very hardcore tin shears here. I don't know whether these are up to the job. I can cut it down somewhere here. Oh, they are not up to the job. Down all over the show because I've got nothing to hold it with. What can I do? Another crack with these, I suppose, near to the fulcrum. Oh, no. Oh, it's going to have to be a freaking hacksaw or something. Most stuff packed away. Bolt croppers. Job done. This is going to be satisfying. And we see this right here. Right here. Okay. Satisfaction guaranteed. Oh, look how easy that was. Sodding around with a junior hacksaw that got no grip on. Right, now what we got this running up to around here. My intention is to bend this round a little bit at a time with mole grips or something, make a wider loop here, probably a 3-inch touch to go around a branch, and we should be set. Right, well, a good find, eh? What a bloody good find. These were my granddad's, passed down through the family. What does it say? Made in England by record. I like to think how old these are, or what they've seen. But, we know them as bolt croppers, kind of padlock croppers, whatever you want to call it. Huge, phenomenal tension on there. Just the job. Right, so mole grips time. Mole grips, pipe grips. There's one pair, yeah, got 2 pairs. One way to do this. You've only got 1 mole grips, you can use a wrench, spanner. You can either grip in there, or you can feed a wire through here and just kind of bend it a bit at a time. The nuts of what I'm trying to do is to make the equivalent of a painter's hook, but with a tighter bit on one end for a cord to run through, so it doesn't slip off. So here we go. And I first open up the butcher's, the hook that goes over the branch end first. Right, so up tight. So what can I do here? All of this is made so hard because I no longer have a vice in the workshop. But we will get there, I'm thinking actually it might be easier just to stick through a ring here and open up this way. There we go, look at that, look how easy that is. And now I'm going to do the opposite. I'm going to bend it around a bit at a time. Just moving along a little piece at a time to create that nice gentle curve. Safety first, make sure you don't take your eyes out. There we go. Ugh. Not a very gentle curve, but we can refine that in a moment. The nuts of it is I want enough to go over a branch, and I'm assuming that's the diameter of a branch. If I've got that wrong, I'm going to open that up a little bit wider actually. So if I've got it wrong, it's not the end of the world. It's $1.50 for another piece. Oh jeez. It's supposed to be easy. Right, so now we've got roughly what I want there. It's like a jigsaw puzzle, doesn't it? I'm going to use those bolt croppers, chop the excess crap off of here. Chop the excess off of here, and then straighten, form it to how I actually want it. Just a little bit easier. So I'm almost pleased. We want to use these again. Right, I'm going to have a to there. Right, here we go. Oh, look at that, against my leg. Absolutely perfect. Job has done us. The rest in the garbage. Great shame. Right. Paint roller lives to see another day, possibly roll some paint. Job done. Now we've got this piece here, which you just need to kind of tidy up a little bit. I want to get more of a length between here and here to hang over a branch, because it's going to hang over a branch like that, and then the tension of the antenna will pull it that way. But I want enough here. Okay, so I'm going to probably open this out and bend it back a little bit more, which you can do with this. There we go. For metalworking tips, follow someone else, not me. Always make sure, safety first, none of this, if it flips up or anything's going to gash your face or your eyes or anything like that. Like I say, you want metalwork tips, follow someone else, not me. Oh, straight. Yeah, perfect circle, eh? Now this piece down here, I'm going to tighten that loop up. That's where the cord's going to come in from the side here and run around. So I want that pinched up. I'm not too worried about angles or anything. I just don't want sharp edges for a cable to snag on. And the cable we're using is this brilliant utility rope, £110 stuff. I think it was $6 or $8. $8, there we go, for 100 foot of it in the local gun show, of all places. Not quite sure where you'd find it in a gun show, but one of the vendors there had that. Right, so again we try and bend this round. What I'm going to do is bend that, pinch that circle there up tighter than it has to be, retract it a little bit and then bend it straight so it's on the axis there. Okay, so the first bend's going to probably go past there. It's got a nice curve where I want it, which is good. Oh, there we go. So that's what I'm describing there. I've bent it up and it's actually across the top of here, so I'm going to bend it open a little bit. I'm going to bend it back open a little bit and then down so that it lines up with there. So here's our bending it open just a fraction, and then I'm going to bend it like that. Oh, almost perfect. Not quite. There we go. Right, so now there she is like that, and if we turn it like that, see it lines in. There's no way I think a cord could slip through there. Our cord's actually going to go through like this when it's up the top, so we're basically going to go up. I'm not sure if this will magnetically, we'll put a fridge magnet on the top of the painter's pole, put this on there. If not, what I've done before is I've put just a light loop of electrical tape around the top of the painter's pole here, just gone up, hooked it over the branch and given it a quick tug like that. This stays on the branch. When the painter's pole and tape comes down, maybe there's a little bit of tape left up there. Who really gives a stuff? So next stop I guess is outside to do that. If not, if this, the one method is that the tape there, and the other method is the magnetic fridge magnet. I've got some pretty hefty fridge magnets, or actually hard disk magnets. I'll tape them around the top of the painter's pole. This will go clunk onto there, and I'll literally just go up, let it go over. Well, actually I'll do it on this one. Go clunk, let it go over, and then just pull the magnet away, and job done. And then at that point, this spare dummy rope will be there, and I'll pull my original antenna up through it and see how we go. See you later. Alright, a neighbour's very kindly chainsawing or doing something, so I get the idea. In the absence, I've taped the two painters' poles together to make the extension, and what we're going to do is we're going to take the wire off of there, and we're going to go up into this tree here. Assuming the camera doesn't slip off the fence would be good. And of course it's just started snowing, just very light bubbles of snow, and you can hear the saw going. Right. So there we go. Painter's pole the other side. I'll telescope it out and hook it over the tree. I've got the cords already run through the loop just for the dummy cable, and then we'll put the antenna over. So I had a little bit of trouble at the fence there. With the coldness, somehow the timber has expanded and it was pinching the rope that was holding the antenna and the actual antenna wire itself, and I shredded a little bit of the insulation off as a quick fix, temporary fix, because it's not going to be up there for long. I just put insulating tape over it, and what I'm doing over here now, I've just, because it's further to the tree than the fence, I've just taped up a little bit more of the antenna onto the cord. So, lovely neighbour again. And I'm going to lift with a dummy rope, I'm just going to measure it. What am I going to do? With a dummy rope, I'm just going to take the antenna up as a temporary thing, just to measure if I've got enough there. That's at that end. That's down at that end. And at this end, on the pole behind the camera, I'm going to drop the antenna down and then go back to the other end, secure it, because at this end it's on a pulley. So I'm going to slacken it off basically, so that I can work on the other end, tie the cord back on itself so there's no cord hanging down to the fence when we're finished. Then come back to this end, pull the antenna back up on the pulley, and then it should be hung reasonably tightly across from the tree to here. On this end there's a bungee cord on the bottom of the cord coming down from the pulley, so there's a bit of movement, so nothing will snap. Okay, off we go again. Okay, that was perfect. 1 foot from the end of the hanging part of the antenna. The antenna is just a little bit too long, but I know that it works with a part of it dropped down, so it's not a problem. But 1 foot from the end, perhaps 2 foot, I fold the cable back and I'm going to bring it back. Obviously I can't tie it up in the sky, so I'm going to let this end down. I'm going to go to the far end and I'm going to do this with the cable to get it to the right position where I want it, and then at a point close to eye level, I will tie the cord back to it, and I'm going to come back this end and pull the pulley, raise it back up into the sky again. So that's what I'm going to do. I'm going to disappear now. Let's stop this for a second. I'm going to disappear around the back and I'll be back with you in a minute. So here we go again with the accompaniment of the saw. I've been around the back, I've slackened off the pulley, hopefully enough at the far end that I can have access. Let's see. Now, in an ideal world, all that remains is for me to go back round to the pulley, raise her up and stick the bungee cord on for tensioning and pack up. And -5, I'm very, very fortunate that it's not windy, so there's no chill factor, and I believe we've done some essential maintenance minus the snow. Just before I do go round the back, that way is access to the back of the carport where the pulley is. that way is where the antenna is currently hanging across the roof, so I'm just going to check it it's not going to snag on the way up. Good job I did, because that was destined to chafe on the edge of a tin roof. Success. That'll do me. I'm just going to pack up and play. That's beautiful actually, no one will notice that up there out of the way. And I use this, I call it a fridge magnet. It's actually a magnet from a computer hard disk. They are super strong, way stronger than your fridge magnet. So if you ever need something that's not so metallic, if that's the right word, magnetic, not too magnetic but is a bit, this is what you need to use. Reclaim from any old hard disk. So there we are, off indoors now, retest the SWR. I'll probably just for shits and giggles remodel it on ESNEC to see in this configuration what the performance will like. I know at the far end there's like a 2 foot, yeah, 2 maybe 3 foot drop of cable at the far end of the endfed halfwave, so I can just remodel it there. Interested just to compare the coverage patterns with what it is. Recheck the SWR and away we go. Worst case is I drop the far end down again just to tune that the length of cable in or out a bit. It's got a bit folded on the end of itself, so I could go either way. But yeah, on we go.
So this video, if you like it, comment down below or thumbs up.
Thanks for watching VA3SII. Bye.